and what does make great organizations win. And I'm glad you brought that up, Ari, because for me, and again, and we won't get in specific names with ownerships or anything like that, but what I want to talk about is I think greatness starts from the top. And that was something Jerry West, when I became his assistant or special assistant, and I didn't go get coffee for him in the newspaper. I actually did have a job. I was.
At first you were grabbing coffee. And then you proved your worth.
He liked his coffee dark with just a little bit of sugar. And
but then you proved your worth, Jerry.
I did. But you know, one thing that Dr. Buss always did is that he hired people to do their job and stayed out of the way and did his job. And I think starting a good organization goes all the way back to the Celtics with Red Auerbach. You hire people to do what they're supposed to do. And ownership is great. From that filters down to a great general manager who knows what he's doing, who has a sense of fairness through the organization, because the general manager creates the atmosphere that goes on there, okay? And then you may have your president or this or that, but it all ends up with sense of fairness, okay? I think once you get all that established, as far as your PR department, the media, different branches of administration.
And they all touch each other too. I think people don't realize that, like, your organization, so it starts at the top, as you mentioned, and then you delegate with a clear and delineated hierarchy. But like the media and like the PR, like how the organization is positioned and how they want to be perceived by the media is all set by ownership. You know, when I covered the Spurs in San Antonio, it was like the media was completely shut off because the PR department, you know, would not allow much access at all. And that's not the PR department's decision. That is from the wishes of the organization. That's what Pop, who's the president of basketball operations, wants. He doesn't want the PR department to give them access. So I think like that's one of the things that's overlooked is they all are interconnected, you know, based on, you know, what they want at the top, and then it's all delegated down in those positions. And even not even just from a president of basketball operations, GM, coach, player standpoint, but as you mentioned, PR and media access and all the other tentacles of the organization too.
And see, Ari, that's where it was different with us. Dr. Buss wanted the media to get to us.
Totally.
PR, no, seriously, because
for sure he did. Right. Yeah. All the Showtime. That's the Showtime.
You promote the team much better is by getting the word out. By at the time it was Star News, the LA Times, the Orange County Register, passing the Star. So you had different branches, and that was a way. PR is another avenue to get us out in the community. Through PR, it was important, and Dr. Buss really stressed this, as well as Jerry West, as you said, all filtered down, that players had to go out and make 5 to 10 appearances through the whole season. That's, you know, during the season, it's difficult to do, but you get some of the players that aren't playing a lot. But during the off season, some of your star players, you got to go out and speak to kids, the YMCA, the Boys Club, certain foundations that are out there in our community. So like you said, they all are interconnected, and they have to be connected to the team, because eventually you want butts in them seats. And that's what the bottom line for Dr. Buss was. We want people in the stands watching the games, and we want them to identify with players. So as we talk about this, it goes from the top to the bottom. Communication within the program, within the organization, I think is very important, because again, the PR could just come down and grab us. Hey, Coop, come on. No, you have to let hey, Jerry, listen, I want to use Coop to do this. I want to use Magic to do this. Certain players did certain things according to what you were trying to get accomplished, and that's dollars are coming in for sponsorship and things like that.